Hi, my name is Ed Diaz, and today we're showing the brand new FA-06 and 08 with Kraft music. So let's check it out. Okay, you ready? All right. So first off, when we talk about the FA and 06, let's talk about the sounds. The sounds have all been redone, and here's the cool thing. The sounds they're derived from the Integra 7. So the Integra 7, as you know, has over 5,000 sounds. The FA-08 and 06 have over 2,000 sounds, plus two expansion slots that you can put in virtually. So that means you can go to our Axio website, download more sounds, and put them inside here for free. So let's take a look at what type of sounds are in here. So first off, we've done many years PCM sample sound base. So now we've gone into the supernatural sound base, which means we can go inside the different parameters of that particular acoustic or the synthesizer and adjust the variances between there. So we can really get a nice detail. Let's hear some now, maybe like an electric piano. And what you're going to notice is when I hold down tones and hold down and I play, a lot of times on the old PCMs you would hear a whoa, 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 and what that was, it was the sample looping, okay? But on ours, since we're using the supernatural, as it decays, you no longer hear any kind of looping at all. So this is something that you really have to experience to enjoy. Now let's go to another one. Let's go maybe to like an acoustic bass kind of sound. Now notice, it totally reacts to my velocity, but it also reacts how the notes react to each other. So it'll slide notes, and that's how that particular parameter works for that instrument. It's really cool. So there's not just like one velocity for the instruments. It varies on that instrument. Let's go to the drums real fast. Now the drums are also supernatural, so just like the Integra 7 and also in our V drums, how you can go in there and you can adjust all those different parameters, you can do that here. So we can go in. So really in there. Now let's go to the synth side. In the synth side, I'm going to be using the sound modify knobs here. I have 6 knobs, and they go 4 deep. So cutoff, resonance, EQs, assignables, compressors, a lot of fun. So I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to adjust my resonance here. And here's my cutoff. Real nice and smooth. Okay, so really great. So that's the sounds. Now let's go to the sequencer. On the sequencer, we have a 16-track MIDI sequencer in here, and we can do loop bass or just straight up linear. So it's really fun. And I'm going to do a sequence for you in a second. Now let's go over to my sample section here. On our samples, it's the SP404 bass sampler, which means we can load wave, AIFF, and also MP3 files right into the sampler, and we can integrate those samples then into our sequence. So that's also very cool. And then SD card, it comes with a 4 gig SD card, upgradable to 32 gigs. So right out of the box, you have a lot of room to kind of start creating music. And just remember, 1 minute of stereo audio is 10 megs. So 4 gigs out of the box, do the math. Okay, it's really great. So let's go ahead and make a quick sequence. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm usually using my pads to change the sounds on the fly. Okay, you can have them samples pads or whatever other parameters. So I'll go ahead, press record. I have it on wait note, so as soon as I touch the keyboard or the pedal, it'll start recording. And I'm going to drop my tempo down to about 94, really quick. And let's record. Now, if I wanted to, I could press rehearsal and it could kind of play around. It's not recording. I could also press erase and get rid of single notes, a section of notes, or the whole track without ever stopping. So let's go ahead. And let's go ahead and put in the drums right here. Right, here we go. 2. Now let's put in the bass. We're never stopping. Here it comes. Now let's put in some strings very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and put it in rehearsal mode and just play those synth on top. Play with my cutoff. Now that's great with the sequencer. Now let's talk about the fun part. Many times when we're working on a sequence, the keyboard player has to figure out how to get this to the rest of the band, and that's where it becomes a little bit difficult. We have to figure out, do we need an audio interface, standard MIDI files, how do we do this? So here's what we do here. All we have to do is go Shift, Song Utility, and we cursor down to something called Export Song. We can export the song as a standard MIDI file, which is the old-fashioned way, export it as a stereo mix file, or, here's the cool thing, we can export it as a multi-track WAV file, or stems, audio stems. So once it goes through and saves all of those individual MIDI parts as stems, take the SD card out, throw it inside your Mac or your PC, and at that point, you can use any DAW. Any DAW that you want, dump those WAV files in there, and you're ready to go, rock and roll. It's really cool. Now, after we do that, hook up your FA-06 or 08 to your computer via USB, and now it becomes a DAW controller. So all in one package from start to finish. Sounds, sequencing, sampling, recording, you're all set to go with the FA-06, FA-08, coming soon to Kraft. Thank you, guys.